we did it. This is the last one I'm doing for now, unless you guys want to tell me other methods you'd like me to debunk. This one is going to be on rice water specifically for hair growth. These videos are... There's a lot of videos, right, trying to help with hair growth. There's always going to be a lot of videos about the things that you curly girls want the most because they know people are going to watch it. So promising hair growth is a great tactic to get people to watch your video. But in reality, hair growth is an internal thing. The follicle creates the hair. So a lot of this stuff, unfortunately, especially that it's happening on the ends of the hair and all of that, so it's not affecting the scalp at all then. So even if it was good, you don't necessarily need to be doing it to your whole hair. But okay, I'm not gonna go into that. Right, if you wanna know how I think you grow hair long, and you'll be bummed out because it doesn't involve you having to buy a bunch of stuff or spend 24 hours with your hair smelling like poop. There's already a video for that. There's a video for that. Okay, so moving on, and did a good job keeping these videos making these videos not super long. So the first thing that seemed to stand out to me about the rice water video for hair growth is that so you're fermenting the rice in water. A lot of people have different amounts of times that they do it for, and probably one of the reasons people are starting to do it for less time than the recommended time to ferment, which is at least 24 to 48 hours, because it's supposed to be fermented white rice water technically. So it smells horrible, described as smelling like poop, gnarly, terrible, rancid. Wow. And you have to put that on your hair, and your hair absorbs things, especially water. So I am, first of all, so sorry to anyone who had to avoid other human beings while doing this treatment to try to grow their hair. So I started doing some of my own research. I found out, where does this come from? Where did the rice water thing come from? So I have my notes here. This has been a lot of info. So what I found out is that this is actually a tradition that came from the women in Japan who had very long, beautiful hair. They were known for using rice water. Why? We don't know, but they would use rice water on their hair. Now, we can't ask them why, because this was in the Heian period, which is Heian, which was somewhere between the years 795 to 1185. I'm assuming that's AD. So, well, there's a lot of resources that people back then didn't have that we have now, and we're doing research. So this is something that has been adapted really from people passing down a tradition and them concluding, well, because people who do this tradition, they have really long, healthy, shiny hair, that the rice water is the reason that they have that hair. But these people also came from a very specific place during a specific time. So it's also possible that just genetics, right? So there's so many different biases that could be wrong. And I would say for something that makes your hair smell like poop, I would look right away. Any possible reason that it's not going to work would make me not want to do it, because it's just a lot of suffering, it seems like, for a maybe result. And it seems like something you would probably need to do all the time, even if it does work. And everyone's priorities are different, but I like to smell good. So yeah, the conclusion was made that the rice water is the reason that these women's hair was so long and beautiful. And that was many, 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 many years ago, because it's now the year 2019. So let's say you are measuring your hair growth with a new method, any of the hair growth methods. You need to have a control. So the way that experiments work, and to give you some background, I've done a lot of research and experiments. I went to University of Florida for a Bachelor of Science in Advertising and Marketing, and basically all we did all the time was market research. So I know a lot about how to do a experiment that you can actually use as evidence to be able to come to a conclusion, right? So one of the most important things is that you need to have a control. So something to compare it to. So if I'm tracking hair growth, I also need to know how quickly did my hair grow? How much did my hair grow in the same amount of time as we're doing in the experiment, but without using the rice water, but everything else the same shampoo, same conditioner. If you're doing scalp massage, same amount of that. Everything else has to be the same. The only change has to be the rice water. Otherwise, there are so many other things could be the reason that your hair grew faster if you change anything. And also you need something to compare your result to. So you would need to, let's say you're doing the rice water for 2 months, you would need to have before then done the rice water done it with no rice water for 2 months and everything else the same, and then measure your growth and see if there really is a difference. And if both of those things, you did both of those things, you have the control and you also don't have any bias, then you might be able to make a conclusion from the results of your experiment. But of course, there's so many other things that can be going on. It can be health related. Wow, it would just be so hard to measure the success of anything that's supposed to make your hair grow. I used to eat the Sugar Bear hair gummies, and then I stopped selling them in the suite. And so I used to have a salon suite, and then I didn't buy more. And I used them for a few months, and it's been a few months since I stopped. And I definitely don't feel like my hair is falling out or it's growing less. I don't see any difference really at all. And if there is a difference, not enough of a difference for it to be worth me spending, $30 a month on the gummies. Okay. So I keep myself healthy with a good diet. That's what I do. And I think diet and exercise are really fundamental to so many things. Using something that was a tradition and really passed on as like scientific evidence for something working. I mean, there's so many things wrong with it. The control issue, the bias issue, it's possible that it's just genetic for this group of people. And then, anyone who's doing videos and they're saying that they're doing that method and showing you their results, you can't always trust a before and after. You don't know how long they actually did it for. You don't know exactly what was done. And also if they, really didn't do it for a very long time, then it should be inconclusive, period. So all I know is that no matter, like, I'm growing my hair out from a big chop, and no matter how much I'd love to see just like a random growth spurt in my hair, even though it seems like it's growing really fast as it is, but without doing anything, any methods, right? Besides finger detangling. So as much as I'd like to see that growth spurt, I would not be willing to put something that smells like poop in my hair just because some Japanese women did it over 1,000 years ago and they had really good hair, or because a really pretty influencer said that it works. So what does fermented rice water really do to the hair? In order to find out, you would have to dry it for at least a few months, not change anything else in your routine, document the hair growth. And personally, I hope that none of you have really taken it that far and done it for that long, just because of, the smell situation and the time. It takes so much time out of your life to be trying to do these complicated methods to achieve something that really is very simple, to a very simple solution. So I'm sure someone will link my hair growth video below, or I will if I remember, but the hubby's getting home. I'm ready to eat some food. So I'm wrapping up this Texture Tuesday. I hope you guys loved these series of Curly Girl Method debunking. If you didn't, then my channel is probably not the type of channel you'd like to be on, because I keep it real and I really just want to help you guys know like how to navigate all the confusing, complicated stuff, save money, save time, understand that quality over quantity is such a true thing. And, if you maybe see it this way as quality over quantity too, you don't need to watch, a million people's videos that are coming out all of the time on all these different things. I make videos based on what you guys ask me. the confusion that's been created from other YouTube videos helping with that stuff. So that's what I've been doing. I hope you appreciate it. I love the responses I've been getting from all of you. I love that, you know, so many like lengthy comments, so long about the success that you haven't had. And all I have to say is I'm sorry I didn't get on YouTube sooner. I really am. But I'm happy to be here now, and I'm not gonna stop. I've got so many different topics that I've been asked and that are so important for you guys to understand. This one I've been talking about doing for a long time, but it took my entire day today, really. But this is the day, Tuesdays, that I take off of work in the salon. At least while I'm in Miami, I do that. And I just dedicate it to you guys. I dedicate it to making these videos, to trying to read comments and stuff, but that can get really crazy. So subscribe if you like this video and more videos, and follow me on Instagram at the Curl Ninja. All right, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.